You already know it's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B, and this is the Hood Love Network, where you live, love, and learn. Today I'll be doing part two of, CK calls out the dog sector roll call. This is my second reaction. This is part two of the reaction that I did. And this part is more so focused on the things that the brother Psycho had to say. And his spill on there. It was a good spill. Peace to Psycho, peace to that brother. I think I remember him from Rikers Island. I think we was in a Bing together at some point on Rikers Island, which is the box on Rikers Island, special housing unit. And I think that's where I originally met Psycho at. But salute to Psycho. I understand where he's coming from. And in this video, I'm going to show Psycho and everybody else that Mikey, Hood Love TV, WeLockedN were never a part of, the homies going at each other on YouTube. We actually, bring people together, not homies, but, well-known Crips and other people, to squash beefs on our channel. You know what I mean? It's very important. It's very important that if we're going to have these type of conversations, that we have them in a real way, with real facts, with real truths. Because really, we're supposed to be standing on truth and justice. And without telling real stories, without giving the people the real, then how can we ever get to that point? So we have to come up here and tell truths. Some truths are hard. Some truths, I don't want to hear some of the truths, and I don't want to hear some of the stuff. But it has to come out. Case in point, this all goes back to the movement that you are making yourself a part of, Psycho. 050, the movement, China and them, they are the ones that did everything they can do to keep New York ex-gang members, and everybody else at odds. Case in point, here's an example of what they did with Manny Brim. Check this out.
It's all love, man. Like Mikey, man, I'm gonna let you know this too, man, because we on here and we shedding light. Everybody that know me, Mikey, I'm not the disrespectful nigga, you heard? I'm the defense homie. I'm the one that stands in defense, bro. So I be getting you know the faces, the names, but homie, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm one of them too. I'm one of them too that's out there that's gonna put everything on the line. I'm not with the extra disrespectful shit. I don't know how to do that, you heard? Real shit. I don't know how to be disrespectful to a man that deserves respect, you heard? And I believe everybody deserves respect until they show different, you heard? When I was younger,
that was my whole.
as a grown man, bro, I'm gonna let you know, all that gleeky B and shit and all that was for entertainment, man. That was for entertainment.
Listen,
I don't know you for.
I know. I'm just
to
saying.
be
I don't
no
care
disrespectful,
about,
you heard?
This YouTube stuff, bro. It's on YouTube. I'm not even worried about that. I know me. People that really been around.
Nah, but listen, I had to say that because I didn't realize how deep that shit was gonna get. You feel me? Like just even playing or going up there. Cause see, some people is really in their feelings on it, as I seen. Me personally, I got things to talk about, but my message is a little different from that. It's like going into that room right there, fresh out, coming home. That was nowhere near my idea of playing. My shit was just on some real,
You messed up with that. That was not a good start because now you in the dirty section.
Yeah, I mean, we could get dirty. That's entertainment to me. I'm still gonna do what I'm set to do.
I know, but it was a misstep.
I'm still in that process. Like I got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I need all y'all to be a part of it and to promote what I got going on, man. I got a storefront. I'm doing
YouTube. They were beneficial in some ways, and then they hurt in some ways as well. So we had to go through a rebranding process. And we had to rethink it. And now we on a whole nother wavelength. But WeLockedN.
Right.
I think you are an intelligent brother from what I've seen about you, from how I've been looking at your videos. I've subscribed to you. I've been watching your stuff. I'm really not mad about none. I'm not. Of course, I'm a writer. So, of course, if I'm going back and forth with somebody, I'm going to know how to sensationalize certain stuff and go to certain stuff. So,
you know, that's gonna come with the. But I don't, you know, me and you never talked until right now.
Right. Right.
This is the first time we ever talked. As far as we only talked on YouTube, we never talked in the background.
Nah, that wasn't. I thought China. So who the fuck did China have on the phone with me?
That wasn't me. He said,
That's crazy. This nigga told me. This nigga told me. I told him. I said, call Mikey B right now so we can get an understanding of what's going on. He had somebody. I'm like, yo, who this? He's like Mikey B. I'm like, all right. So we gonna go in here. We gonna do this.
They put you in a trick bag, yo. Yo, we can't hear you, KK. You muted.
You hear me?
Go ahead. They put you in a trick bag, yo. I never spoke to you.
Yo, that's crazy. I thought that's what I was telling we and them. I'm like, yo, I thought all y'all niggas was incorporated. That's why if you go to the joint and you watch it from the beginning, I kept asking.
I heard you saying it, and a lot of people thought it was a play, but they played you, bro. I ain't talked to homie. I just popped out because we be going back and forth. You know, me and China been going back and forth for some years now.
Yeah.
He flipped on WeLockedN. He had flipped on WeLockedN for a second. And, you know, I just went dumb. And really, I'm the one that changed some of our content on WeLockedN because we were straight and narrow until we started messing with China Brim. He flipped on us over something like a year ago. And it really never, I mean, dudes mess with him, but, you know, we don't really mess with him like that. But you definitely.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. See, I was with him in 18 in Washington up north. So we got a more personal relationship as brothers. So that's why he was able to throw me on there like that. Like I didn't know y'all had no real smoke or was no real. I thought all this was all made up.
Listen, I have no real smoke with nobody on YouTube, bro. I'm telling you. They can have all the smoke they want with me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no smoke with real smoke.
And he told me it was just about money too.
Yo, no, I'm telling you now. If I check somebody, if I'm going back and forth, it ain't smoke. Talking to an apparatus on TV is not smoke, bro. We came from the trenches. We know what smoke is, bro. This ain't smoke.
Like what I'm.
Now, as you can see in that video, they totally lied to Manny Brim and said they was talking to me on the phone, but they had a proxy acting like it was me, acting like we was doing a play for YouTube, but they was really sending dudes at me. That was what was really going on. China's always going to send somebody to try to discredit me or anybody else that has a good name. Our names obviously are better than China's. We know all the legends. We know all the real dudes. And when I say we, I mean who I originally started podcasting with, Moshe and KK, my counterparts from WeLockedN. We already had all the big names coming up there. We already had it, and we were rolling it out in a way where, you know, it was going to be legendary like it was. As you can see with WeLockedN, we did no beefing. We did no talking. China actually came up there and apologized to us. Here's his apology to WeLockedN right here. Can't make it up. Check it out. R.I.P. to El Campo. Let's get it.
Man, I'm sorry for putting that narrative because y'all didn't know about the background of this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for putting y'all involved in that. As a man, I'm able to say that, and I don't care what anybody say.
I appreciate you saying that.
050 the movement don't have no issues with WeLockedN.
You never supposed to have an issue, bro.
And I apologize on anything on my side that made y'all offended. I apologize.
Now that apology was because he had came to a show that we had one of the elders, the Black Panthers, Jalil Musa King. Salute to that brother. We had him on WeLockedN. We had a great interview, and we let a panel come up there to ask him questions, and we try to open it up to the audience. During that show, China got into a big argument during the end of the show, when Jalil had already left. China got into a big argument, started throwing Franks and info mines. So we said, we came together. We said we can't let guys come up here and disrespect these shows and the elders and stuff that we doing. So a couple of days later, about a week later, we had Hassan Campbell on our platform. And we were interviewing Hassan Campbell. China tries to come up on a platform, and we don't allow him because he just violated on another one of our shows, right? So we kept him off. After that, he trolls us, calls us all kind of things, and then he comes and does that apology. China is the guy that kept everybody separated. If you're going to talk to anybody, Psycho, if you're going to talk to the OGs, these OGs are following China's lead in how he makes content on YouTube. This is what you see. All of them are his sons, and he's sending them like he sent, when they started, all them guys that, took the stand on people, the first thing, not all of them, but the first thing one of those guys did was come at me. This is the playbook that China tells dudes. And two dudes get up that playbook saying, I got to violate on somebody on YouTube to come up. And until dudes stop going for that, then you ain't never going to go nowhere. My channel really never went anywhere until I made real content. Not arguments with people on the internet. That don't get you nowhere. It might get you a momentary look. It might open your, the messiness is going to move the needle as far as people coming into the room. But your content is going to keep the people in the room. If you don't have anything to say after that, then people are not going to stay in the room regardless. They'll be there for the fight and the arguments to see you crash out or whatever goofiness you might be doing. And then they on to the next mess. They on to the next train crash on the next platform or, the next place. This is what they expect on YouTube. This is what they expect on social media as a whole, these rants. Some is legendary rants. But you don't need that to make money on YouTube. You don't need to argue with anybody. You don't need any of that. You see what I'm saying? Every one of my arguments with an OG on YouTube started with them saying something first about me, making a video about me. And really, it's only a few that I really respect to even say their names or have respect for. Disco started with me. Pimp by China. China got Disco to start with me up here on the internet. And then, what happened with me and Disco happened. Pimp gas Stutter to come to the internet and speak against me. And I spoke against Stutter. I don't know what's going on with Bad Vibes and why he did the things that he needed to do, why he was talking against me. But, he got his own reasons and he did it anyway. So when he spoke against me, I spoke against them. I'm not holding nothing for nobody. You come up here and play with my name on the internet and you live in a glass house, I'm going to shatter it. That's how it goes. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. Like I told you with WeLockedN, and I stayed out the way of guys and the content they was making, even when I knew stuff. Like when Tankhead was out here. I just happen to be telling my story now like he told his story, and he just happened to play a role in my story. You see what I'm saying? And the other guys that I mentioned. But, we all got stories. I mean, not everybody got stories like me, because, most of my story involved legendary characters. I don't really got anything that involves busters. I wasn't one of the guys that was like shaking out with all the lames in prison. I mean, you got to go to some of these other guys and they can tell you their stories about shaking out with the busters. Only dudes that I shook out with, I'm just being honest. Just being honest. The only dudes that I always stepped out there for was dudes that had names. I never got into it because I wasn't around no lame. So I can't get into it with a lame if I ain't around them. I was around and I was in the field the whole time. So I had the opportunity to see all these big names and all these guys, that had something with the homies or whatever was going on. And, we had a chance to figure it out in the flesh. I was always there for that. While a lot of these guys that y'all big up, they was in a box while we stood on the front line. That's just the facts. I don't take anything from them because they might have put in work of what they did. But I know a lot of guys, they caught a lot of buster meatball tickets to stay in a box and be there. That is just the facts. You see what I'm saying? That is just the facts. So on the side, on the dark side, on the dirty section, who has always been the person creating chaos amongst the peoples has been China in 050 the movement, but specifically China, because I don't blame everybody else for his actions. He has disrespected some of the top names, Lacey, La, Blue Boy on either side, no matter what you say. The names go on, or Pee Wee, Moshe, myself, other brothers he have violated up here. Some names of it's 1,000 names of homies he done violated over here. But now all of y'all I find that all of y'all are on the platform supporting the same dude that violated all the dudes we came up with. Did I go up there and wild him up a couple of times? Did I not see it at the beginning? Of course I did, but then I separated myself and I started going at him. And you know, now it's been years. I mean, I don't really be going back and forth with him now, but you know, we had battles for like a couple of years between me and homie. Even to the point where, you know, we had tried to, you know, do the celebrity boxing thing, but you know, he denied that because he said his hand was broke or whatever happened with his hand. When me and him was supposed to box, you know what I'm saying, in a ring. But you know, that's what it is in a nutshell. I'm gonna leave y'all with this video of Disco and Blue Boy selling their difference on a platform WeLockedN. This is the energy that we bring to the YouTube. This is the type of stuff that we were bringing to YouTube, and this is what we was doing. And China and them guys, they hated to see us do it. They hated to see us going up, and that's why they hated on us, and that's why they keep sending all of these big homies. I don't know why they even listening to this bozo, but they sending all these big homies at each other to keep us at odds on YouTube. I never did that. I never was with that, and I never did that. That was all China. But here is WeLockedN welcoming home Blue Boy and squashing the beef between Disco and Blue Boy. And to the next one, y'all. You already know what it is, man. Mr. Hood Love Mikey B. Salute. The links for all these videos that I use are in the description if you want to go check them out. Salute. You already know what it is, man. The Hood Love Network.
A real nigga, that should never come out of his mouth. So that's why I say I apologize on some respect shit, my nigga. You know, I'm going to give a nigga his flowers regardless, you know what I'm saying? So you right, my brother. Thank you, bro.
Now, let me say this, right? I never disrespect no man to inviting them to my private part. You know what I'm saying? Even if I had an issue with you or anybody else, I'm man enough to see them in any place they want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? I just felt that right there was uncalled for. Regardless, if you felt that way, or China or anybody that could call me. I meet you anywhere. We talk about like men. And if we have to take them somewhere else, we do that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't go around disrespecting nobody. I never wanted to get on no podcast and disrespect you or China or anybody else. All reason I got on this podcast here right now is my brother right there, Mikey B, and Moshe's on this.
Appreciate you,
So I
big
think it
boy.
was more respectable. You know what I'm saying? Shaquille, my comrade, known for mad years. You know what I'm saying? So he said you might be here. But like I said, I just felt that both of y'all should never even disrespect me. I never disrespect none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about that. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, I'm saying, Blue, you got the apology. You right. So you got that. That's in the air. But disrespect is when you call out here, you talking about another issue. You talking about another issue. I shouldn't be, me and my shit shouldn't be your reason what you trying to explain that with Ball and Mano. So that's what I'm saying. My name came out. I never disrespect, even in the prison system, going through it with psych, whatever, going on. I never disrespected your name, my nigga. So when I heard that, like I told Nate boy, that threw me off. So I didn't say nothing until you was out here to address it. A case we got to get up, a case we got to do, we got to do. That's what I'm trying to say. I could have been talking shit. I got platformed until you came home. And it would have been like, this is what I do. Like, I could play like this on this platform. But I didn't. I waited till you came home. And I did say what I said. And like I said, I get up anywhere too, Blue. But at the end of the day, I got the call from Honorable Ones. And I'm going to correct my wrong. You right. That was some sucker shit from even doing that, because we ain't going to do that. Like you said, if I was in jail, I wouldn't have did that. I just would have got with you. Simple, same shit. Like all of us. We all know each other. KK was with me. Moshe was with me. You was with them. You was with Mikey B. Same shit, my nigga. Like I said, in respect, though, the Frank stand is off limit to real niggas. So, like I said, honor my bag, bro. But you said my name first. I never came to disrespect you. Like you said, China's my little bro. That's the bro. So he gonna follow up. So at the end of the day, he apologized for him not disrespect for following up for me. See, that's what it is. It's just with honor. Same thing. I got your people that disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't to throw it out there. DMs and all this IG shit. They know what they doing out here. You probably don't. But like I said,
But
all in all,
the thing is though. Go ahead, Moshe.
Nah, go ahead, my bro. I apologize. Go ahead, my brother.
The thing is, it just like this is what he just said. We don't get no back and forth, nothing. If we got an issue about anything, we address it head on. Like, I'm gonna holler at you. Yo, what up? Yo, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Either you get straightened or it don't. I mean, but now the thing is, even for us, we even coming on here, is that so much stuff gets put out now to the public, and then dudes start violating and saying stuff to the public, and now that creates a whole different scenario because all type of people will start grabbing onto it to try to make themselves feel like they are part of something or they in and that.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
and that's what I'm not trying to do
done behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, let me call it, bro. I heard something. Let me see what say, yo, and we talk. But now this is one of the things that I had said in the beginning that I seen that people was utilizing this for the wrong reasons. Instead of trying to build up and network and actually build something for real, dudes are just putting stuff out there and exposing stuff. Whereas any and everybody can just jump on and say stuff, add more fuel to the fire, jump somebody on another platform and take it and run with it. Oh, now somebody else think they got the story. They gonna say something, and it turns into a show, bro.
Yeah, and I think what happens in that, and I'm glad you said that, Kik. And I think what happens in that moment is that we begin to dishonor solid dudes. And I don't think that it never calls for a solid dude being mistreated like a buster. And this is why we came up here with the topic of internet gangsters. Like, yo, bro, we really know solid dudes.
Yeah, fact.
And I don't never feel like, I don't care how much you might disagree with a man. Even if it's like, if I don't even respect something you did in 91, because you solid, I won't even utter a word. I call you, I'll be like, yo, bro, we need to get up and I need to really holler at you. Even if we ain't feeling each other. But I just need to holler because something is not, it don't make me feel right. And I think that's what we lose in sight of. Like, we got to always honor manhood. Like, we men, like at the end of the day, we not internet gangsters. We on a different type of level. So we should all, especially our elders. Like, I never knew any of y'all to be busters. Now, granted, I'm just meeting the young bro 050. Everybody else, I might not have met Quell physically. I might not have met a Blue Boy physically. But we know each other. I know them.
Yeah, me neither, bro.
I know them, and I know one thing, that they my elders. Me and you was together for 3-4 years, Sko, in the same block. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mikey met each other late in the years, but we've known each other for 20-something years. We came up together. We were brothers in the same struggle. You dig what I'm saying? So as much as me and you fought, Sko, how many times I ever told you to either Frank?
Nah, never.
You know what I'm saying? So we fought every day. You my brother, but at the end of the day, bro, it's like, we still have to be honorable enough to honor those who came before us, because they got stories and struggles, bro, that quite frankly, bro, they've been through some stuff, and we got to always honor them, you know what I mean, and treat them with that level of dignity and respect, and always say, look, if I got an issue with this third party stuff, let me reach out to him. Yo, this is Scope. Yo, you think we could get up, man? Perhaps you just came home. Let me take you out to eat, man. Let's go out, and I need to set the record straight. Like, yo, bro, like, what's going on, bro? Like, I heard this, I heard that. You home, yo, you go your way, I go mine. At least you dealt with it in an honorable way. And I'm glad you apologized. Yeah. China Brim, you right. But if Mikey B and KK do something that I don't care how much they my brothers, I'm taking them up top because I love them. My love is not to the point where I'm gonna let them do wrong. And that's what we was talking about the other day, bro. Being real, being right. It's not letting your brother do something wrong and siding with your brother. Nah, you don't. Nah, you say, yo, bro, you out of line. I love you. You out of line. And if we got to fight, you out of line.
Oh, that's how I was taught.
But you out of line. And then we move on. So I got to say this to you too, China. Your apology is official, but you out of line. Y'all got these platforms. You got to use your head, bro. Like, yo, bro, like we brothers is solid people. Why are we bringing our brother who just came home doing 40 years in jail home to confusion? We should be embracing.
And that's what I'm thinking about. And
we out of line when we do that. We way out of line.
I ain't gonna do it like that because I've been through the confusion. I know how that could go. So I'm not even gonna play with them like that. Because I ain't a sucker nigga like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said.
I know you're not. I know you're
not. Even with Shaquille, you see, we went through our came back. Listen, bro, that cross ain't about nothing. Blue, that ain't about nothing because, like I said, I know this is all sucker shit. And we've been through it all. So, like I said, I know what they've been through. I know what to give them. I know the flowers to give them at the same time. I know the opposition. I know we know a lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, for the internet shit. But I ain't trying to put the brother out there because, like you said, more people going to add on to, because people follow China, people follow me, people. So I ain't going to do that. That's sucker shit. You're right, bro. Everything you said, Moshe, that's what I said.
Hey, but I want to ask, yo, listen, y'all tuned in to We Locked In, man.
Yes,
I'm your
sir.
host, Smoke Shake Cancer. I'm here with Mikey B, KK, Disco Baller, Baby Jim, 050 China the Movement. We got, come on, man. Blue Boy just came on after doing 39 years, and we got Shaquell, Big Bro, man. Hit
Baby
that
Jim,
like
I
button.
know you
Y'all
been
in the
hearing all
building,
this.
man. Yo, Big